Rest in peace, Kobe. I like new kicks and new clothes. I like new whips and new.
Highly offensive. Episode 62. Got King Lou and Jay Kush in the booth. You know what I mean? Like we here in the stew, trying to cook something up. You know what I mean? Trying to create some fire content for y'all asses.
Nah, fire content creates itself, bro.
And sometimes you got there's a lot of pre-production. You know what I mean? Like there's some work that goes into building what we do here. You know what I mean? Like it'd be nice to just assume that like we just get in here and it's just the show builds itself. You know what I mean? But like part of it is that, but part of it is also like the foundation that we put into it. You know what I mean? Like, and definitely it's much appreciated.
Yeah.
But how you feeling this weekend, man? It's fucking hot out here and shit.
Yeah, chilling. Taking care of what I need to take care of. And, moving forward.
You are so big, bro. You are like the fucking mall of the highly offensive. Like, you're giving up no details. Like, fucking mystery man over here. Like,
yeah.
I don't even know what you doing. What that nigga do? He ain't on social media. He ain't no fucking shit. He don't be telling us nothing about his life.
Cause I don't be doing nothing most of the time.
Yeah, you a op, nigga. But how you liking the new puppy?
He's pretty cool.
Yeah, I'm gonna give some detail on the puppies. You know,
yeah, his name.
That's a big thing. You know
his name is Mickey because he has a big Mickey Mouse logo. He has he's a lab hound blue heeler mix. He's pretty cool.
Yeah, he definitely is, yo. He definitely
playful, but he's chill too. He'll lay with you and just relax.
Definitely a biter. A scratcher.
Yeah, we had that's the first thing that had to be done was fuking grinding his nails.
Oh my god, I don't even know what kind of guy text that sounds like.
Yeah, pause. He.
But yeah, he be biting and scratching like a motherfucker.
Yeah.
But he's cute though, like, and it does make me kind of want a dog, like they're almost like God's little angels on earth. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
I seen that on TikTok, so I didn't come up with that myself. That's not a bar that Jay Kush wrote. But
dogs.
Yeah, I mean,
dogs are God's little angels on earth.
Yeah, without wings and shit. Do you think like we're gonna get any closer back to what the world was like before the pandemic, or do you think it's gonna, like, do you think another shutdown and lockdown could occur?
I don't know, because I haven't really followed too much of the information anymore, regarding numbers. To be honest with you, so I don't know how many more, cases we're getting a day, or how severe it is, or anything like that. They don't really talk about it on the news so much, as they are talking about like the stimulus package, and the election shit.
Yeah.
Joe Biden versus Trump. So
I know I'm ready for that shit. I want to invest that shit. But fucking I invested my first one in my music. I ain't gonna hold you. You know what I mean? I stimulated my music career. But
yeah,
that didn't really do much for me at this point, right? Other than come up with a cool intro song for Highly Offensive. So congrats to me. You know what I mean? Like the clown of 2020, but
no, you know what the clown of 2020 is that damn the sheriff from Florida. Bro, when you call your deputy and tell your deputies to fucking arrest like your side chick, your mistress, that's crazy. You hear about that?
Yeah, I mean, like it's one of those things where it's like you one of those headlines you read and you're just like, no fucking way, like, because it's just like, why do people with these powers always end up misusing it, and to the extent where it's just like everyone knows now. You know what I mean? Like back in the days, like people when they had power and shit, and they used to think she was in the hush hush, and like motherfuckers like found out years later, like after the fact, like yo, this motherfucker did this,
Well, that's the same guy, and because that's an abuse of power, right? That's the same guy that came out and said that he would deputize people that carry Americans that carry guns. He would deputize them if he had to control the protest for the Black Lives Matter.
Well, I mean, I guess that makes sense.
You remember that article?
Yeah.
I think we covered it on the podcast,
Yeah.
maybe.
Yeah.
That shit is crazy.
And,
Abuse of power, man.
And here you go, we're using trying to get the police to restrain his side piece.
Yeah, I mean, I think he was the first. I believe. I don't think I left it there, but I believe he was the first. Like black sheriff, deputy sheriff, whatever, in Florida or some shit like that. It's or in that area, but he fucked that shit up for them.
He definitely did. Like, I can't imagine. Like it's crazy. Like when you have a side piece that goes like berserk. You know what I mean? Or like isn't like falling in line with her role.
This nigga thought he was a gangster, yeah. Like a mafia nigga, yeah. Get this bitch. bro, you police officer.
You captain.
Yo, you two, arrest this chick. Take her away. Nigga, what charges? Did she do something? She angered me.
This bitch gonna be tweeting the next day like, yo.
Yeah, bugging.
I was kidnapped. I'm gonna call every news station.
You don't do that shit unless you can make sure that you can keep her silent. But if you're gonna do that shit, man, nigga, if that happens to me, first thing I'm gonna do is fucking be on social media about it.
Yo,
news stations.
If you were the police, like chief or whatnot, and your side piece went out of control and she's about to fuck your shit up, what would you do?
If I'm police chief, and she's what?
And your side bitch is going out of control, and like she about to fuck your career up, and try to fuck your marriage up, try to fuck your home life up. What would you do? You know what I mean? Like if we think that this is a too far out, you know what I mean? Like,
well, I would never get myself in that position because I don't want to have no. I would never want to deal with that shit.
No. The moral way out,
but that's that's the truth.
This is a hypothetical. This is not, you know what I mean? Like,
I would never be crazy enough to even think about that.
I'm just saying, if you were this police chief and you were in this situation, how would you try to get yourself out?
Like, man,
I mean, I'm not gonna let you maul your way out of this.
No. Honestly,
give me some fucking content.
I would never be in this position, but I'd be like, yo, if you relax and let this go, I might cut you off on like 5 tickets out the year, something like that.
Right, she's snitching, man. Like,
I wouldn't be like arrested, bro, because you'd have to kill her. I'm not killing nobody.
I've done, like, you know what I've done? And this is a complete misabuse of power. Don't get me wrong.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? But if we're going to misabuse some power, you know what I mean? Not and try to get away with it. You know what I mean? Like, here's what I would have done. I probably took it to, like, the impound lot. And be like, bitch, pick a car. Any car.
That's your idea.
It's yours. Just keep it hush-hush. You know what I mean? Like, here's, what, you need some Coke? You need some ecstasy? What you need? We got it all.
Yeah, but then the thing about giving in like that, like giving that much, is that they're gonna keep coming back for more because they're gonna know they can get big stuff from you. If that's how you start, yo.
Nah, that's how you finish. You know what I'm saying? Like, you lowball him. You know what I mean? But then once he gets to this point where, you know what I'm saying, he needs to send his own cops after his chick. You know what I'm saying? He go, all right, man, It's true.
Yeah.
What you need, a car, some coke. What's up? How can I make you happy?
I mean, let's get a little
Like-
impound Lamborghini because it was in Florida. You imagine they have to have some
hell
nice
yeah.
cars.
That's what I'm saying, fam. Like, instead, this motherfucker like is now like going in some deep shit, cause you know like because it's viral now, it's it's gonna be bigger than what it is. Public outcry is gonna affect the decision making of anyone involved in the investigation process. Because you don't want to, unless you're like, dumb as shit. Most people aren't going to want that backlash. Like that's why in certain cases they tend to do the right thing. Nowadays, like now that there's more of a social media presence on covering these cases and what goes on and what's admissible and what isn't, and it's just one of those things. Like, but this dude, like, it's one of those things. It's like you do not want to be. Of course, you don't want to be in that position. You know what I'm saying? Like as a police chief, but it's like you really gotta find a better way to interact with. If you're gonna have a side piece, you gotta have to like learn how to keep a bitch happy. You know what I'm saying? You can't be having no side bitch having that bitch unhappy, especially when you the police chief or whatever the fuck this motherfucker was. Like, like that's gonna fuck your shit up.
I feel like, but once you're in a position of power, you can't even have a side piece. At that point, you can't even.
I feel like when you're in a position of power, that's when you're gonna have the most side pieces.
No. I know they're gonna have the most. But I'm saying like you can't even, because what if one of those come out?
Oh, of course.
Because there's people that do it for a long time, and it takes one to come out, and then they all come out.
But some women, like, they're, you know what I mean, like, they're gonna put up with it. You know what I mean, like, 'cause some aren't. Don't get me wrong. Some women are not gonna be like, are you not gonna let you do all that with them? But like, some women will be like, oh, my husband a police chief. Like, I come with a good retirement package. You know what I mean? Like, got this nice house. Like, he can have a side bitch. Like, he a cop. He keeping the street safe. Like, who am I to deny this man some?
That's
you
true.
know what I mean? Some strange, like, but nah. You know what I mean? Like, it's, I guess it all depends on how you run your shit at home. You know what I'm saying? And how, you know what I mean? Like,
Well, it depends on what though. What you talking about? wait.
What?
you got.
Where we at right now? Because I'm talking about the Florida sheriff that abused his power. You tell me it depends on your homie running it.
I'm saying he got.
You giving him pussy at home? No. It's your fault, my nigga.
Nah, what I'm saying is it's like he gotta learn how to run his side bitch better. You know what I'm saying? Like, and if you gonna have a side bitch, you gotta learn how to treat her right.
Or just not have a side bitch.
Of course.
Yo, because the thing is that when you're in business power, like, you think he's ever gonna you think he's ever gonna recover from that though? No.
Yeah. I mean, this ain't that bad. Like,
That's at that point. He'll never be up to the point he is now, or where he could have gone.
I don't even. Who knows if he'll even lose his job really over this? I mean, like, the only other reason I would expect that he might lose his job.
They made him. They made him. Leave his position of office, and just to get full pension. He can still get full pension, but he can't hold a position.
But is he black though?
He's black.
But see, that's probably why. Like, that's a fucked up thing to say, but if he had been white, if he like the captain I was saying about at my command, I was doing the Iraq shuffle. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, that's crazy.
you just get reassigned. You know what I mean? And put in a different position, different building. Or just like a little basic administrative leave type shit, but
That's crazy.
it's like, you know what I mean? Like when them black cops be killing unarmed people, and then they be actually going to jail for it. And you're like, yo, hold up, but ain't he a cop? Like, was he scared too? Like, and they're like, oh, but she was, you know, in her house.
Yeah.
Sleeping. But was it Breonna Taylor? You know what I mean? Like,
Or that guy that female cop killed? He was
Botham
in his house,
Jean.
watching TV or something like that in the sofa.
Yeah. So, it's just, you know, the little ironies. Like, that's why I like, I mean, I'm not condoning his behavior. Of course, what he did was wrong. And, you know what I mean? Like, especially as a police officer, you should have higher morals. And, you know what I mean? You should be held accountable to when you misabuse your power and shit like this. But think about it. This nigga he just had a side bitch. Like, how many white cops have we done seen gun motherfuckers down? Like, they in Call of Duty for the last, like...
Oh, so you're saying that he shouldn't have lost his job?
I mean, how many of them kept their jobs after killing motherfuckers?
But no. It's not that he had a side... It's not why he lost his job. It's because this nigga was fucking sending his deputies to arrest.
I mean...
That's his power, bro.
He didn't send his deputies to kill his side bitch, though.
And still an abuse of power.
I'm not saying it's not abuse of power.
Girl, I'm not about to sit up here and argue with you about who's to blame or call no names. Real talk.
I'm just saying.
Yo, if your chief deputy sheriff can get away with abuse of power like that, nah. What kind of example is that show? No.
We done seen how many shows about cops where
shows, nigga. It's not a show. It's called real life.
And in real life,
join the club.
They be doing the shit from the shows. They be doing the same exact shit.
Not always.
I mean, I'm just saying, like, he could have done worse.
No, and not. They would have covered it up, and then when it came out 5 years ago, after he did something else, then shame on them for not fucking getting him out the first time. Nah, fuck out of here, man.
I'm just saying, man. Like, if we gonna talk about, like,
nah, you're not happy with shit, bro.
If that's the example that we're gonna hold it, we're gonna make that man resign or not get his pension. Like,
that should be the example, but that should be the example with all races.
Yeah, of course.
That's what I'm saying. So even if you're white, that's what they're wrong for, though. They're not wrong for this guy. They're wrong for giving a lesser punishment to any white, what is it, chief deputy officer or sheriff.
Any cop, just random.
Anything.
Something that first day of the force, bang, just kill some niggas. Like, oh, you good, bro? Go back. 2 weeks paid fucking vacation for his ass. But this man was just like, wow, let me just arrest my side bitch. And it was just like, you're done.
and the thing is,
canceled.
And the thing is that people aren't saying, like, not people, but when the government, that those governors that are defunding, police officers, they're not saying that we don't need police officers. They don't agree with them. What they're saying is that you need to get your act together. You need to admit fault, correct yourself, do it better, and then maybe we could talk about getting you back up there. You know what I'm saying? But the problem is that they don't even want to. In their eyes, they're not doing nothing wrong. So it's like, bro, if you can't even admit that, I don't even want to talk no more to you because we're not getting nowhere. You know what I mean? Like, you can't say that you.
Yeah, it's like they shoot somebody and you be like, he was unarmed. Blue lives matter. What?
He was unarmed. The fuck?
Did you see that? I seen one where it was like the dude was holding his kid, man. He was holding his toddler, and they shot him in the head and killed him.
And the kid?
No, they didn't hit the kid, but they shot the dad and killed him while he's holding his toddler. Like, it's like, come on. You know what I mean? Like, I seen one today where it was like a black man had a knife, but he was trying to get away from the cops, and like 10 cops surrounded this nigga and just killed this man. You know what I mean? Like, shot him from the back. You know what I mean? So it's like, You know what I mean? It's crazy. You know what I mean? Getting shot from the back. You know what I mean? Kind of like Meg Stallion. When she was trying to walk away, fucking Tory Lanez pulled up with the Steph Curry. It was just like, and just put some holes in them feet. But
yeah, she finally came out with that, right?
Yeah, that was a crazy, you know what I mean, turn of events.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because like at first she took the approach that I thought she would take from someone in like her power and in her position, and I mean, she wasn't trying to like snitch. You know what I'm saying? Like on Tory Lanez, like she was kind of like, oh, now the broken glass. You know what I mean? Like, and then she hadn't really come out and said straight up like, oh, yo, this motherfucker did it. It was this, and this. It was like always, you know, talking around it. You know what I mean? Like, and then all these stories kept coming out. You know what I mean? Like, it seemed like almost because they didn't come out with what happened, the rest of the world was just like, all right, well, we gonna fill in the blanks for you then. Like, and people started kind of just like trying pieces together, and then it didn't help. Yeah, and it didn't help that, of course, Tory Lanez didn't publicly speak about it himself. You know what I'm saying?
Well, of course, he's not. If Meg didn't speak, he definitely not.
Like, and he was trying to stay silent about it, but I guess his camp was talking shit, and you know what I mean, trying to make Meg look a certain way. I even heard somebody say something along the lines of Meg was a transgender, and fucking Tory Lanez found out, and that's why he flipped out and shot her or some shit. Like,
That's crazy.
Which, of course, this is not me saying that. You know what I mean? Because I did not believe that, because Meg Thee Stallion is fine as fuck. But, you know what I mean? Like, somebody, this shit was out there floating around. You know what I'm saying? Like, in the chorus, like, they said the same shit about that chick, Oshkosh, the girl that, well, I told you took over TikTok and fucking blew up, and she was bad. She got the 2 different colored eyes and shit.
Yeah.
And yeah, they were like, yo, she's transgender. And it's like, man, y'all some hating ass bitches. Like, y'all just mad. It's like all these dudes gave this girl, one girl attention, and I was just like, oh, she had a dick. Like, that's the only thing that they know that's gonna work. You know what I mean? To try to like make you look some kind of way. But yeah, of course, and you know, Meg retaliated, and I'm not. It's supposedly they had said that some more charges were going to be filed against Tory Lanez, and sometime after that, Meg Thee Stallion came out on an Instagram live video and said, yeah, that nigga shot me, and you know, kind of went more in depth into the story. Wish we could pull it up right now.
The what?
The Instagram live, so we can kind of get the audio. What do you think about the whole situation? Do you think he's gonna get deported? Do you think he's gonna?
That's
face
crazy to
any
get deported to
serious-
Canada, though.
Well, yeah, but I mean, do you think he's gonna face any serious trouble for?
No, I think she might drop the charges if there are any charges.
I think she's gonna be in a very complicated situation. I seen like there's already like a outcry against Tory Lanez. You know what I mean? Like JoJo took him off her album.
Yeah.
Fucking there's so people are already siding publicly with this shit, because I mean this is like the first time in hip hop, I think, where we've seen something like this, where a male rapper shot at a female artist. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah, that's crazy.
the worst we've seen is Chris Brown on Rihanna. What do you think? How do you think it's gonna turn out? Like, do you think she's gonna just drop the charges and he's just gonna continue making music and there's no?
I think he's still gonna have to do like he's gonna get some like probation and shit for shooting a gun and shit like that. I don't think you can drop that, but I don't think the charges against her. I think she's gonna drop those and then probably get some probation for some time.
Yes, this
It won't be as bad though.
You shot me, and you got your publicists and your people going to these blogs lying. Stop lying. Why lie? situation off the internet. But you dragging it. You really dragging it. Talking about I hit this. I never hit you. Motherfuckers was like, oh, she mad because he's trying to Kylie. No, I wasn't. Like, you dry shot me. Like, everybody in the car, it's only 4 in the car. Me, you, my homegirl, and your security. Everybody in the car arguing. I'm in the front seat, back seat. I get out the car, I'm done arguing. I don't want to argue no more. I get out. I'm walking away. This from out the back seat of the car started shooting me. You shot me. I ain't get cut by no glass, but let me tell you why they saying that. When the police, because the people in the neighborhood, there's a witness. When the police came, because the neighbors called the police, this did not happen at Kylie's house.
That's crazy.
But yeah, she seemed pretty upset.
Yeah,
And rightfully
you
so.
Shot me.
You shot me. You started shooting me. Like, I mean, I can't imagine that situation. Like, you think like, and her in her position, like, you know, as a rapper in LA, you know, and as successful as she is, you know what I mean? Like, you just having a night out, shit goes south. You go to get out the car, go walk around, and pop, pop. This motherfucker just shoots.
That's crazy.
Like, I wonder what happened, yo. Like, cause I mean, like, wow. Like, as a dude, you have to know what position you're in. Like, you know, if you're arguing with a woman, like, you hit her, that's it. You look bad. If you fucking shoot her, you really fucking look bad. So what the fuck caused Tory Lanez to start spraying at Meg Thee Stallion? Like, that's the only thing I can start. That's the only. I mean, I of course, I feel bad for her. I hope she heals up as fast as possible. Fucking, she gets back to.
She didn't say that. Why?
No, I mean, like.
You said start arguing, but that's
yeah.
It's about what or nothing.
And you know, alright. This is a segue, not a segue, but for example, right, like you've had some situations, I'm imagining, where some women have said some foul things to you that made you maybe want to shoot the bitch. You know what I mean? Maybe you don't because you ain't got a gun and you know it's against the law and the things that come with that. But like maybe like
I would say shoot, but maybe
like don't make me feel alone in this.
Physical maybe.
Like you,
but not shoot. I wouldn't.
I don't know, man. I've been chased with knives and fucking.
Yeah, but I haven't.
So. Like, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't know. You haven't experienced shit, nigga. You mauling again.
No,
like,
not that I haven't experienced shit. I've had better experiences. Don't say I haven't experienced nothing. I'll be trying to avoid those knife stabbing people. Shit.
You know what I mean? But I'm trying to get my dick sucked. You know what I mean? Like, because they usually get the best head. But, you know.
Speaking about giving head, Bill Clinton. There's new photos of Bill Clinton.
Massage.
That came out, from 2002. When he was doing a trip to Africa, there was like a layoff. And he said that his neck was stiff. And so he asked Jeffrey Epstein at the time. Slave. Well, at the time it was his personal masseuse, but it turned out to be an accuser later on and everything.
Yeah, sex slave.
Yeah, that eventually got promoted.
Call it what it is.
Got promoted into the personal masseuse. That's crazy.
Got promoted to neck massager.
Yeah, but so he's under some got some heat from that because it's still kind of recent because. They were going to Africa in the Lolita Express. He was on that plane, and there was a layoff. So, like that's a little weird.
Is that the one where Chris Rock said he was on? Where he went on a trip with?
It might have. It said that it didn't say specifically anybody else other than he was with Epstein, Bill Clinton and Epstein's entourage.
Well, but I'm just saying because I remember that Chris Rock said he had gone on a trip to Africa with Bill Clinton, and then they were on that Epstein jump.
Oh, okay.
Just
Connecting dots.
connecting dots here.
Yeah, but that shit is crazy. I mean, honestly, I don't give it too much thought for the photos because I mean it's a neck rub. I mean, when this guy is on the news as president in office doing worse, so.
But it gives context.
Yeah.
As to what kind of debauchery might be going on the plane.
When people say, give facts. No, obviously we don't have facts because.
Well, that we know of.
Then we don't. I'm saying we don't have the facts because then it wouldn't be a mystery to us. But little things like this.
Well, I mean, but we do have some facts though, like the fact that Bill Clinton went on the plane like 20-something times.
No, but that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I mean, like, we know.
No, but like, it isn't necessarily like he was not tried and went to court and was convicted of, because that's what Mike Barr would say, because Trump was also on some of those flights. So that's what I know. That's what Mike Barr would say to defend Trump. But he was he convicted though? Was he convicted?
Trump was also accused with Epstein of that raping that 13-year-old girl and then she went missing and shit and never showed up to court, and that's why the shit got dropped.
He was accused but never convicted. Is what they would say. That's what I'm saying. So we don't have facts, but if you connect the dots, you remember those little pictures you got in those little books that have like dots 1 through like 50, and you connect the dots and makes a picture. Mm-hmm. That's all you gotta do is connect the dots.
I mean, yeah, they're there, but people still want to deny it or still don't want to admit, you know what I mean, like that. Like I hear Trumpers all the time where they're constantly talking about Epstein, and these Democrats are the ones that are the ones doing the shady sex shit. It's like y'all people was just as in it too. Like how many pictures and videos of the president with Epstein's is out? You know what I mean? Like y'all still acting like this nigga didn't know him, like, or they just weren't. Like they were just associated, it's like business, but no, like they're partying together. You can see like chicks in the background. Of course, you don't know how old they are, but like they were, he was clearly involved with him in that kind of setting per se. You know what I mean? So to act like he's just absolved and he like because they're trying to push Trump as a crusader, as anti-pedophile, that he's secretly the one that's exposing the pedophilia out that's within.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah, that he's like.
It's a good move.
The Jesus Christ of pedophilia, and just showing up to save all the tortured kids, like that I guess he didn't torture himself.
What about everybody that was on that list that Epstein was convicted of sex, committing sexual crimes? And everyone that was on that list connected to him, and nobody was investigated.
No.
So what did Trump do? Nothing. Like, come on, man. He ain't shit. I mean, neither is Joe Biden, but
yeah. Yo.
What can you say?
So how on the last podcast of the Joe Biden podcast, he was talking about all the different names they were coming up for him. You know what I mean? Like Chief Teef. My favorite is Veneer Nelson. I ain't gonna lie. I called him Chief Diddy. Yeah. But someone called him Joe Biden. I was like, yo, these motherfuckers is bugging, yo. Like, and I'm one of these motherfuckers. So, you know what I mean? Like, but I'm just trying to get some love from Joe, some attention, no homo. Yeah. We're going to skirt that out.
No, we not. Well, speaking of one of your idols, Logic,
Definitely not one of my idols.
He admitted that he didn't like Kendrick's, was it Good Kid, Mad City?
That would be one of my idols.
When he first came out.
But speaking of people that be saying dumb shit, you know what I mean? Like,
well, he said that he don't like Kendrick's voice distortion stuff. Like, you know, Kendrick's
But he
distortion.
did a lot of it himself. You know what I mean?
Well, he said at the
Like-
time, though. At the
Well,
time.
no, I know, but
He's only to,
like
J. Cole and
everyone's
shit.
everyone's constant accusing of Logic of always trying to emulate what Kendrick did.
You
And
think so?
yeah, oh yeah. Like when he dropped Good Kid, Mad City, Logic had dropped something like right afterwards that was like something similar, and every time Kendrick would drop something, or like right around, he had something similar. Not in content, but you know what I mean. Like I told you, like it seemed like he's trying to take his flow sometimes, or like he was taking things from what he was doing with his music, like his vocal, his vocals, inflections and whatnot. But it just comes off so bitter, cause everybody knows Logic's a joke. Like he just got clowned into retirement, and then when he cried about it, niggas clowned him some more, and then like some niggas felt bad and was like, all right, well let's leave him alone, because I mean like we don't want this man to commit suicide since he dropped the suicide song. You know what I'm saying? Like that would be a fucking
true.
shame. But then this nigga want to pop some shit and start talking about one of hip hop's greats. Kendrick is talking about, the first time he listened to Mad City, he didn't think of all that. Like, it just comes with some hate. You know what I mean? Because, like, don't nobody listen to Logic that I know like that, other than you, that you put me on a couple times.
Well, no, well,
And even then, I told you, like, I was like, yo, this nigga ass. Like,
I like his earlier stuff, like earlier stuff. Poison. Like I haven't listened to his last 3 albums or 4 albums probably.
yeah, but, like, I ain't never been in the car with somebody other than you or somebody, like, and they was like, yo, put on some Logic.
But he was on the radio. He was on the radio for a while.
Oh, yeah, he had that suicide song. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, and that was, even then, that shit was stolen from, like, an idea from Jordan Lucas. You know what I mean? Like, so he's always been, like, a copycat ass nigga who been biting on some other nigga's shit. And then, like...
Oh, yeah, he was on Complex when he explained that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Junior Lucas?
But...
That's crazy, though. That's a great story.
Yeah.
You guys go watch that if y'all get a chance.
And then, here's what's crazy, right? Logic is always so butthurt because he ain't seen as black enough. Because he's biracial, but he looks more white than he does black. But then, like...
Who?
Logic.
Oh, I just said Bud, and I was like, what?
Nah, he's butthurt, right? Because, like, people always see him as white, even though he's biracial. He's, half white, half black.
Yeah.
But, like, low-key, ain't this nigga, like, the most vulture culture ass nigga? Like,
Yeah.
he definitely showing the white side. Like, it ain't like this motherfucker.
Can't deny that shit, huh?
And then, I mean, he get mad and be like, oh, nah, like, I'm really this and I'm really, I mean? Like, but, I don't know. Like, I think Logic he could flow, like, for a rapper, for a white boy, he could definitely flow, and he could outflow me any day of the fucking week. But I think his music is ass. And I think,
so?
like, yeah, I think, like, he's dropped a couple decent shit. You know what I mean? Like, from that one biracial mixtape jump thing, where it was just pretty much like about him being biracial and shit. Like,
Yeah.
That shit was just heavy content. You
I
know
don't
what I mean?
remember what that was called, though.
Mix me or something. I don't know, but you could miss me with that bullshit. But yeah, I mean, he had a little thing here and there. Yeah, I mean, like, and he got, like I said, like, he got some cool flows.
But you don't think he
But
anywhere near Kendrick's level to be even talking
Nah.
about anything that nigga ever did?
nah,
Even the burgers he ate or anything.
like even Kendrick's beat cuts, like are in like I'll be the first to admit Kendrick got some whack beat cuts sometimes, but like even those beat cuts are still better than like most of Logic's greatest hits. Like,
You think so?
fuck yeah, you know what I mean? Like, and then if you want to talk about Kendrick's like body of work that he's put out, you know what I'm saying? Like, Good Kid, Mad City, Section 80, fucking To Pimp a Butterfly, Damned. You know what I mean? The only one I really say I didn't like was that one that he did for the Black Panther soundtrack.
Oh yeah, but that was more commercial anyway.
Yes, but I hold that against him because that could have been rushed and that could have been just like
I think it was last minute too.
Yeah, but you know what I mean. Like other than that, Kendrick is I mean low key probably the GOAT when it comes to hip hop. Like and it's just a shame that he's never present enough to prove it. You know what I mean? Like he's always kind of like a
He always drops in this league.
mysterious fucking like figure that kind of just like drops some crazy shit and then just like goes back into the background. Every once in a while you might get a feature out of him on somebody like Travis Scott shit or you know what I mean, something like that. But he's never like around to really like cement the fact that like he's better than most of these motherfuckers.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like he proves it like with his what he does musically, but he never gets to like for example when people always talk about him, they always talk about him in the sense like, oh yeah, like he's in Tupac's shadow, like he's always chasing that. You know what I mean? Like never really like he's the best at that moment. You know what I mean? But there's like I thought for me when he made Damn, like I thought he was the best at that time. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, Drake, of course, is always people like the easy pick. You know what I mean? For me when I talk about who the best at the time was, but you know what I mean? Or even like I mean, for me one of my favorite rappers before was Kanye before he fell off. You know what I mean? Like, but like what Kendrick was doing was leagues above the bullshit Drake put out and the bullshit Kanye put out. Mm-hmm. Like these niggas was half-assed in the studio making commercial pop shit, and then this nigga was in the studio making like some legendary work of art shit. Like, damn, that shit you could play it forwards and backwards and have two fucking separate stories. You know what I mean? Like shit like that shit is crazy.
It takes effort.
Yeah, like you know what I mean? Like so for Logic's bum ass, a nigga who got no business in this conversation. Like if Drake says some shit, I can understand it. Kanye says shit, I can understand it. Even when Lupe says some slick shit, I can understand it. Even though Lupe ain't on the same commercial success as Kendrick, I can understand it. But when Logic's bum ass start talking slick, it's like, my nigga, shut up. Ain't you retired? Like, go be a dad or something. Lift some weights, fucking go fuck your bitch. Like, go do something. Like, instead of be talking like you ain't in the ring no more. Like, and even if you was getting knocked out by niggas. Like,
so then by that degree, do you think Joe Biden shouldn't be talking shit either?
No, not to the same degree, because you know what I mean. Like Joe, at least he competed with niggas. Like he was dope lyrically, and you know what I mean. Like when his beefs came about, like he put his shit out. You know what I mean? Like, just niggas didn't take him seriously because he wasn't as commercial as they was. So they were like, well, you know what I mean? Since you would like to them like a nobody, like we could just ignore this and keep him pushing and not have to actually engage with you. You know what I mean? Like, so it's not. I can't fault him for them being like years later. All right, now I'm gonna retire, go podcast, and you know what I mean. Like when he was in his prime, he was competing with niggas. Like it wasn't like he was running from that smoke. You know what I mean? Like there's times I think Drake be running from smoke. There's times I think like he ran from that Kendrick smoke. I think. You know what I mean? Like we could have had a great battle between them two. You know what I mean? Like, and I feel like Big Sean kind of fucked that up because he kind of like tried to put himself in there, and then like Kendrick didn't have the beef with Big Sean and fucking while the whole time he really wanted to get at Drake. You know what I mean? Like,
you think he's gonna try to do a little battle rap with Drake?
Nah, I think they will pass that shit now. Like, I wouldn't even be surprised if they did a song together.
No, you think that's what he was doing at the moment?
Who?
Kendrick, his intent at that time, before Big Sean came in.
Yeah. Definitely. I mean, they were going at it. They were like, you know what I mean? Like, you remember that BET cipher that Kendrick did where he was telling
Yeah.
Drake to tuck himself in his pajama pants or some shit like that, and like he was going at that man. You know what I mean? Like, but we just never got to see that.
That fruition.
Yeah, like it was something that was left hanging. Even like Big Sean and Kendrick, I thought like really didn't have like a that conclusion that we really like could be like, oh yeah, this so and so won it. I mean, to me, I thought Kendrick won it just off the fact that he just had better hit records at the time when he was dissing with the motherfucker. Like, if the motherfucker dropped some hot shit on me, and you know what I mean, like I take a break and I ain't dropping no singles like that, and I can't really respond, and like it don't matter no more. Like when you know what I mean, Kendrick dropped that album, that Damn, and that Element came out, and he was like, you know, my enemy can't even catch a vibe to this. Like he's talking about Big Sean, like you know what I'm saying, like, and it was just crazy because when he was performing that live, like Big Sean was vibing to it, you know what I mean, like, but. Or at least it looked like he was vibing to it. But it was, imagine trying to vibe to your own diss song about you.
You think he noticed that at the moment? He knew at the moment, Big Sean?
Yeah. Because it was after the fact, you know what I'm saying? But, like, he's taking, like, a couple little shots, you know what I'm saying? Like, a couple songs at Kendrick. But, like, he's never done enough where I thought, like, to really win that.
But you think people are just scared of Kendrick, though?
No, I don't think nobody's scared of Kendrick. I mean, I think part of it is maybe they might be like a little worried about like taking him on lyrically, but I think like it's just more like.
You think he's scared of having a beef with somebody, Kendrick?
Nah, I think he would do it if it like he felt like it was entertaining enough, like worthy of his like level. You know what I mean? But I think people were just more worried about their own image, like in case that like, yo, he dropped a hot diss song. Like take a look at Joyner Lucas. Joyner Lucas was a spitter, and he was riding that high, dropping classic that 508 album, fucking some crazy ass music videos. I'm not racist, blah 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 blah, all that shit, right? Beefs with Tory Lanez at the height of his peak, and Tory Lanez just chopped that nigga down. And where he been at since? The last thing I really heard about him was that gay song with Eminem. You know what I mean? Like, a beef can do that to you.
No, I'm sure he's made some shit. It's probably just not
no, he's made
anything
some stuff.
major.
You know what I mean? Like, but it's just like.
You saying Tory Lanez ended his career?
Pretty much. I mean,
Ain't try to end Megan's too? Dang, this nigga on a roll.
He a career killer. He like, but. You know what I mean? Like, it's crazy because Joyner Lucas is fucking dope. And he was like remember when Joyner Lucas was making all them songs and he was talking all that shit? Like he wanted all the smoke. Like, he was like, yo.
Yeah, that Tory Lanez Liddy again? Yeah, that's...
Tory Lanez, he's like, man, you ain't no R&B singer can fuck with me. And Tory Lanez started just like, oh, you thought I couldn't rap? Hit him with some bars and sent that boy packing. Like, I was like, damn.
You should be ashamed of yourself.
Like, and then came out with that gay song, and I was like, all right, fam. Like, I don't know what we were.
What was it called?
I'm gay or something like that. Like,
oh, what if I was gay or something like that?
Yeah, like he can. I don't know. Where he thought, like, I don't know if he thought he was gonna get that gay bounce back, but like.
Oh yeah, I remember now.
He did not bounce back at all.
That was weird.
Like.
That's just a weird, like, it's a weird concept. Like, what if I told you that I was gay?
And then
are
like,
you? Well, tell us or not. Are you?
And then like give us like real shit that like kind of makes it look like you're gay. You know what I mean? Like with Eminem with the whole fucking shit like he was talking about on that movie that with South Rogen when they were like going to South Korea or something, North Korea and shit. And Eminem was talking about like, oh yeah, like this whole like this what these lines meant, blah 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 blah, and it's really just my internalized, misogyny and blah blah. That's why I had this hatred for women because secretly I was gay and blah 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 blah, and I was just like, damn, that kind of does explain it.
Yeah, that sounds like, too good not to be true.
And then like years later, then he's in a song with Jordan Lucas talking about, well, but what if I was gay? And I was like, I think at this point you are, fam, because you know what I mean. Like you was talking about this back then, and you know what I mean. Like
yeah, he's never really with the female. Like I mean, he's been with females, but you know what though? It's crazy because didn't we cover about Mariah coming out and just recently saying like. Or somebody you told me, or I think you told me.
No, I think it was the JBP that was talking about where he nutted on himself before they fucked.
Yeah, exactly.
That's crazy, yeah.
And like,
imagine getting Mariah Carey, Mariah Carey at her prime, when them titties was just fucking bountiful and beautiful, and just singing notes and shit. Like he had Mariah Carey at her prime, and he was just like nutting all over himself, like, and couldn't even do nothing with it. Like what?
So sad.
What? Like
should be ashamed of himself.
How many times have you had to power through a nut, like, and be like, now we coming back? Like, for example, like, you ever, like, fuck a chick and, like, have, like, a whack first round and, like, been like, nah, I can't go home on this. Like, we not going to just leave it here because we not going to just walk away with you thinking that's the kind of dick I'm just going to give you on the regular. Like, we just going to wait. Just give me a second. Like, he coming back. As soon as he come back,
game on.
You about to see this is what the relation dick was like. Like, that's how you hitting. Like, that's what he should have done. He should have just waited that shit out and just been like, yo, just give me a second. Like,
do you pre-jack before you have sex?
Honestly, no. I don't even think.
But
about
like,
it.
if you were to meet a new girl, would you?
Probably.
Yeah.
Because that was always a habit of mine. It was always just like, like, if I thought I was about to get some pussy, like, I'm like, yeah, I'm about to go bust his nut real quick, make sure, like, I don't pop off. Even though, like, I haven't done that in a while, but sometimes, you know what I mean, like, that first round be trash. Like, that's why I'll be, like, I fuck, like, 2 rounds at least. Sometimes, most of the times, unless I'm on some pills or something. You know what I mean? Like, when you get that pill dick, wait till you get a little older and you start getting some pill dick. Like, you know, that's when you really be breaking them off.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm. Like, happened to me this weekend. I took a little gabapentin and shit.
What's gabapentin?
Some shit. It's supposed to be for, like, some seizures and shit. Or, like, motherfuckers with shingles and shit like that. And
you're taking that? Oh, my God.
I was just like, I researched it and I was like, it's supposed to be for pain. And I'm like, my back hurt. I was like, let me just take a third of one. You know what I mean? Like, try it out. And fucking, like, I got shit had me looped.
Really?
And fucking, it was fun, don't get me wrong. But then, like, when I got to fucking, it was just like, nah, like, I'm about to break this bitch off. Like, we had a good session. You know what I mean? Like, but like I said, man, I know you understand, but, and it's not even like I need.
No, I've never taken those pills before.
Well, no, because like I don't even need the pills for to give like bomb ass dick and nothing like that. But it's just like sometimes as a side effect of you just like having to take a pill for whatever reason. You know what I mean? And you just start like the Maddies, yo. I remember I would take them shits from work, or like to like, or be more organized and be like, all right, let me do my chores for the day and get all the shit done. But then like I ran into like a chick later on that day, and then I gave her some dick, and I was like, damn, yo, that's how you bust like on Addy? I was like, oh my god. Yes. we're doing this again. I was like, yo. You know what I mean? Like, and then, like I said, one day you'll learn, young Jedi. But
About the pill game?
pill dick, you know what I'm saying? Like, when you learn about that pill dick.
What Warner Brothers hasn't learned is that Ben Affleck is not a good Batman. Stop bringing Ben Affleck in as Batman.
I don't know how you just like segue that from pill dick, but yeah, I mean, like,
Because you said one day I'll learn. Warner Brothers hasn't learned their lesson yet, and they're gonna bring him back, even though he said he doesn't not want to be a Batman. Stop it.
maybe there's a pill out there, that you know what I mean, for him to be a better Batman.
You think so?
I mean, it's better than fucking that dude from Twilight. You know what I mean? Like,
But you seen the pictures of him though?
yeah, that shit look fucking.
Not bad. Better than I thought it would look.
I'm disappointed.
I gotta see him talk and stuff like that to see.
Nah,
He's gonna work.
that suit looked trash, bro.
Really?
Yeah, that shit look whack to me.
Nah.
I don't want to hear his voice, and
I hated Ben Affleck.
I feel like, oh, don't get me wrong, Ben Affleck's no better. The greatest Batman of all time will be Christian Bale.
Yeah, but
You know what I mean?
what can we do about that?
No, I know we can't do shit about that. But you know what I mean? Like, I for sure don't want Twilight Batman. I want this nigga just showing up, just glittering and shit. Just like
If they were smart, they reach out to that nigga though.
I feel like he wouldn't do it though, cause it's just like such a dark place to put yourself into, and then like probably like with the whole Heath Ledger shit, like that probably takes a lot on them actors, man. It's crazy. I'm surprised that we don't see more actors go crazy than like the ones that like commit suicide, like Robin Williams or something like that. You know what I mean? But like, you would think like just how much, you know, energy it takes to put into those roles, to be like that crazy dude that like does these things, or to be, you know, like that homeless drug addict, and to just nail that fucking role or whatever the fuck, like
That's why you have to be like a drunk or drug addict or.
So I don't get why it's so hard for Ben Affleck to be Batman. Like, it's not even that hard. You just have to be a superhero, my nigga. Like, say a couple of lines, like, do some cool shit.
He might have never watched Batman growing up.
I mean, they got the internet for that. Like, it's not that hard. You know what I mean? Like, but it's just like, you should. He's done some decent roles. So I'm like, I just don't get why like these roles he's just. I mean, even like the one where he's that blind guy was Daredevil. Mm-hmm. That was he was decent at that. But he was just trash at Batman.
I actually like that movie. Nobody likes that movie, but I actually like that movie.
Mm-hmm. I thought Daredevil was a good movie. But yeah.
I think that was one of the like the starter kind of hero movies. Like even like with Blade, like people don't know that Blade was part of
the Marvel Universe.
Yeah, but he is, and that was when my Blade. Let's see, 1 and 2. My favorite ones. Oh yeah. Dope. The
original Spider-Man series, like fucking. Nah, nigga.
You on this shit?
Yeah, no, I got good rest after this. Fucking the original Spider-Man series, like 1 and 2, like even though 3 was a little bit kind of shitty, but yeah, I mean when they were pushing the trend, but it's really just not hard to be a superhero, especially when you wear a mask all the time. You don't really have to do much. You have to talk. You have to just you just have to fight and just like a couple one-liners. You know what I'm saying? Every once in a while, like take the mask off and pretend to be normal and be a person. Like, can't be that hard. But apparently it is for Ben Affleck.
Yeah, I mean, I would prefer Patterson over Ben Affleck because Ben Affleck is a terrible Batman. He sucks at showing any emotion.
Patterson over Ben Affleck?
Yeah, for a Batman, yeah, because he was. I think he was a terrible Batman. The movies he was in, the 2 movies was it 2 movies? Yeah, 2 movies he was in.
I don't remember watching a good Robert Pattinson movie.
You don't like Twilight?
I thought it was
Nah. I remember you laying on the floor with your head laid back like this, watching Twilight on the
What
floor.
kind of gay ass narrative are you trying to paint of me, my nigga?
I need to call Kayla.
You can go where the fuck you want. Like,
Cause yeah,
like I said, them videos, the movies is alright.
yeah,
But
it's alright.
like, but you
Yo,
know,
rewind that shit real quick. I missed that.
yeah, like you be painting some narratives, yo.
Nah,
Anything else on the agenda before we wrap this up?
not really. The last time it was the IG model girl. They got this on by her parents.
Yeah.
Checking out the Phoenix Suns players.
I mean, that's wild.
But she made after she said that on I think it was a podcast. She said that on. She made $22,000 in one day off the fans only account, and then like I think her Instagram went from like 3,000 to like 32,000 followers. Crazy.
Yeah, yeah.
But kudos to her.
Kudos to her. You know what I mean? Like them titties, cause them shit is nice.
Yeah, I don't think she's that pretty though.
She alright, but them titties is nice. And like I said, man, we're in the age, bro, where social media, you don't gotta be all that pretty for a chick. You know what I mean? Like I told you, like these, like that one Butterface chick. You know what I'm saying? She had a booty on her, like shit. She winning. You know what I'm saying? Like that. She gonna do alright. You know what I mean? Like so. You don't gotta be all that, like, but you definitely should not be telling the world, you know what I mean, if you live in your parents' house, you're sucking off a whole team. You know what I mean?
That's
like,
crazy.
Cause, I mean, I wouldn't, if I was a female and be saying that period, because I wouldn't want the world to know I get down like that. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, I wouldn't advertise.
You ain't like, damn, bitch, you just a whole team, like, you don't even care, you the Suns Guzzler. That bitch drank them niggas like Capri Suns. Yeah.
That's probably the day that Kevin, what's his name? Not Kevin. Is it Devin Booker? Devin Booker had like 71 points that one game. That was the day.
Yeah,
That nigga was unloading.
He was killing too, the whole bubble too, supposedly. So I mean, he was probably like, yo.
I think their team was like 7-0 in the bubble.
8-0.
8-0?
Yeah. Fucking, she was probably guzzling them up before the game, after the game.
She a lucky charm.
Halftime, fucking, just go, yo, like.
She a sucky charm.
I wish she could guzzle me up and shit. Like,
That's crazy though. She just had seven players though when they came in. But whatever.
You gotta imagine, you're like, she probably do got some bomb head, some throat game.
I mean, shout out to her though, man.
Like, if you can handle 7 dudes, 7 NBA players at that, like.
Yo,
you know
her jaw gotta be hurting though, like she got hurt.
Yeah, cause
That's crazy.
my girl ain't even like more than 10 minutes ahead. Like, where's like, yo, my mouth hurt, like, and I ain't no Suns player, so.
So if you're a Suns player, you would get like 70 minutes.
Yeah, let me stop.
My jaw don't hurt. She's brand new.
Yeah, because my land saw that clip last week of we talking about the vacation and shit. That just but
She upset.
just felt a little something, you know what I mean? But trying to interrogate me while I was drugged up the other day on
Oh, word?
yeah, that was not fun. But
That's crazy.
we're not gonna talk about that on the pod though.
Yeah, no. So,
But yeah, dope pod, you know what I mean? Highly offensive. You already know what we do. We talk about crazy shit, and I sit here and put my life out on the line while this nigga just shuts down and gives me the moral way of, you know what I mean? But that's what I'm glad I have someone like that in my life, because it's always good to have a moral compass around. You know what I mean? Like, especially when I be thinking some fucked up shit sometimes. But,
So make sure you guys subscribe if you're seeing us on YouTube to our channel. Make sure you like, comment, leave opinions, ask us questions.
support.
I'm gonna go ahead and put the Twitter, my Twitter over here for everyone to follow. But yeah, Highly Offensive, episode 62. Peace.
J Kush, Phase, Lonely Stoner, Project.
It feel like a movie.
Rest in peace, Kobe.
I like new kicks and new clothes. I like new whips and new hoes.